Hey, what's up, people? This is Matt, also known as Shocknar, and this is my audition for the Movie Mob on Reelz Channel. I will be removing the movie Jumper, which I saw last weekend, and right off the bat, as soon as I saw the first trailer, I wanted to see this movie. I was so excited about it. I almost went on opening night, but I don't really like opening night, so I went later in the weekend. I don't like crowds, that's the one downside about the movie theaters. But luckily I live in a small town, so the movie theater doesn't usually get that busy. So I went and saw that, and I loved it. It was exciting to watch. You got a little bit of history, but not a whole lot of the history, but enough to make it decent. The story moved along a little too quickly at times, but overall was good. The plot was good. I love seeing a brand new, fresh idea about a movie and a superhero, superpowers, and characters, everything. It's not very often you get fresh ideas for superhero movies. And this was one. That's why I wanted to see it. That's why I saw it, and I liked it. Up until the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes in, left, and the movie just ended. There was nothing. And that just made me angry. I looked at the person I was with, and I was like, that's it? They're leaving it like that? It would have been 10 times better if it were actually called Jumper Part 1. So that you knew going into it that it wasn't going to end. But other than that, and also I feel it's part of it in the middle, the middle moved a little too quickly. At one point he says, well, we only have an hour, and he went, in an hour, the Hayden Christensen character went from being barely understanding his power, not knowing how to use it, to being the most powerful jumper ever. I didn't really care for that either. If they had made a little more time or done a montage or something, but there wasn't even time for a montage. But that was, I could get by that. My biggest thing was the ending. So hopefully they'll come out with a part 2, and you can see them together, and it'll be one big happy movie. But regardless of that, this is what I'm reviewing. It was a good movie. The special effects were just outstanding. All of a sudden, he'd look at a postcard and be like, I want to go to Hawaii, and bam, he's there. Or, I'm going to go to London, and wow, he's there. And it's raining, and he needs an umbrella. I think it's amazing. And they were fighting, going between two jumpers fighting just from place to place. They're fighting all over the world in a matter of moments. They're driving a car, and they don't stop at stoplights. They just jump to the other side. Driving along, and then poof, poof, you're there. It's amazing. They're jumping buses here. There's a double-decker London-style bus, and he jumps it to the middle of the freaking desert. It's incredible. It's one of the best powers ever. I mean, Nightcrawler from X-Men could teleport, but he didn't have anything on these jumpers anywhere in the world. The Rachel Bilson character, I feel, was not very well developed. She was very nice at one time, and then all of a sudden she was kind of slutty and just having sex with a guy. But he did buy her a first-class ticket to Rome and a giant suite once they got there, so I guess that's all it took to buy her. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I would recommend it to people. I have. I warned them about the last 5 minutes, and if it's one that you're not going to rush out and see in theaters, then maybe by the time it comes out on DVD, there will be Jumper Part 2 somewhere, or Jumper the Saga Continues, or whatever they're going to call it. I hope it does well enough to get a sequel, and for them to approve the sequel, because it needs one. But on its own, decent movie, needed a better ending. Alright, now I was asked to keep the camera on and tell you about myself. My name is Matthew Hall, also known as Shocknar. That is a online name that I made up based on the TV show Stargate, which I enjoy. I live in a small town in western Massachusetts that, unless you are from the surrounding area, you never heard of it. So, pretty much the only thing to do in this area is to watch movies and TV shows. So I see a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows, and I like talking about them with people. And I've often been told that I make a good movie reviewer. So I figured, hey, here's a new TV show called Movie Mob. That's what people do, random people from around the country, reviewing movies. So I thought it was a perfect chance. So I hope you enjoy it enough and give me a chance. I think I could be a pretty good reviewer. I like almost every kind of movie. The only thing I don't really care for is horror movies, because I just feel that they've gotten lazy. It used to be suspenseful and you didn't know what was going to happen. Now it's just blood, guts, and gore all over the place, and there's no acting involved. I feel it's kind of lazy, as I said. Other than that, I guess my favorites would probably be sci-fi, action, and comedy. But it's hard for me to judge because almost every movie has a little bit of comedy in it. Almost every movie has a little bit of action in it. But, I mean, I can sit through just about anything. I can sit through chick flicks, I can sit through romantic comedies, action comedies, thrillers, whatever. I can sit through almost anything. There's very few movies that are on my will never watch again. Top of the list, by the way, Napoleon Dynamite. I think it's an utter atrocity to films. I just had to say that. So yeah, I'm a full-time bank teller. I'm out of school right now. Hopefully I'm hoping to finish up in the next couple of years with a degree in information technology. So that's me in a nutshell. And I hope you enjoy it. And I look forward to possibly being on the Movie Mob. Alright, thank you.